Therefore, these two O's are also going to be completely different. Doctor. How about this one? We stress the second syllable. We say photography. This O also is reduced and also becomes this symbol. Photography. Photography. Repeat after me. O'clock. Doctor. Photography. Let's look at one more word. Atom, atom. Exactly the same pronunciation. This syllable is stressed. This syllable is stressed. This O is reduced. This A is reduced. Therefore, they are the same sound. And remember, T between two vowels sounds exactly like the D. Atom, atom. Let's practice a few more words that sound exactly the same, but they're spelled slightly differently. Lesson, lesson. I'm learning a new lesson, and I would like to lessen it. To lessen means to reduce. Caller, caller. A caller can be someone who calls you on the phone. You have a caller. Or, this is the collar of my jacket. Profit, profit. I would like to make a profit, meaning making money. Or, he is a prophet, a religious person or someone who sees the future. Let's try one more. Seller, seller. A seller is someone who sells something, kind of like a salesman. And the cellar is a room under your house. All right, now you're going to see some words on the board, and I want you to ask yourself, which syllable do you think is stressed? And then I would like you to reduce the other syllables and make the sound like this. Let's take a look at some words now. I would like you to take a few moments and to decide which syllable you think should be stressed and which vowels you think should be reduced and sound like Let's see how you did with these words. Look at the first word, economy. The second syllable is stressed, therefore this E and this O are reduced. We don't say economy, we say economy, economy. Look at this one. The second syllable is reduced. The first syllable is stressed. We don't say memory, we say memory. Repeat after me. Memory. Look at the next one. Do we say control or do we say control? We say control. Second syllable is stressed. The first O is reduced. Con. Repeat after me. Con. Control. The next one is the same. This O is reduced. Con. This syllable is stressed. Contain. Repeat. Contain. Let's look at this one. This is a commonly confused word by a lot of people. Develop. Second syllable is stressed. This is reduced. This is reduced. Develop. Once in a while you will hear people say develop, or they might say economy, but for the most part, generally people just say economy, develop. What do we say? Europe or Europe? I'm from Europe. Don't say I'm from Europe. This is stressed. The O, once again, is reduced. Repeat. Europe. How about this one? This is the most stressed syllable right here, the A. Information. So we don't say infor, and we don't say mation. We don't say information. We say information. Once again, information. And the final word, once again, the second syllable is stressed. The O and the IA are both reduced. So it's not com or calm, it's cum. Commercial. Don't say commercial or commercial. It's O. Commercial. All right, let's practice these words again really quickly. Economy, memory, control, contain, develop, Europe, information, commercial. The more you listen to spoken English, the better your syllable stress and syllable reduction are going to get, because these words are going to become more familiar to you, and you will automatically get a feeling for which syllables you're supposed to stress. Also, remember to always write down new words if you're not sure which syllable to stress. And then ask a native speaker to read them for you. And the more you do this, the better your syllable stress and reduction will get. Now, let's learn the rules of word stress. Just like we stress certain syllables in words, there are certain words that we have to stress in sentences. This is really important to learn because this is what creates the natural music and rhythm of American English. And it's a really important skill to master to have a good accent. Let's take a look at this. Look at this sentence. I will be driving to the market to buy something to eat. If you notice, I underlined 4 words. I underlined the verb and the noun and the verb and the verb. These words are called content words. Content words are the words that carry the most meaning of a sentence. If we eliminated all of the other words here, and if we only said the underlined words, driving, market, buy, eat, you would still understand what the speaker was trying to say, wouldn't you? Content words carry the general meaning. The other words around the content words are called function words. They're the little words that are not absolutely necessary to the meaning of the sentence. Generally, content words are nouns, such as house, book, dog, man. Verbs, which are action words, such as go, eat, sleep, drive, think, understand. They are adverbs, such as carefully, clearly, well, soon, now. And adjectives, such as tall, short, good, bad, difficult, easy. These are the words that carry the most meaning. Let's take a look at this sentence again, and let's read the sentence, emphasizing the content words. I will be driving to the market to buy something to eat. I will be driving to the market to buy something to eat. Let's try to outline what this looks like. I will be driving to the market. You're going to jump up the staircase, go higher to buy something, and then something is also going to be reduced to buy something to eat. I will be driving to the market to buy something to eat. Let's do it again. I will be driving to the market to buy something to eat. That's the rhythm of English. Let me teach you a few rules about that. When we have 2 content words, generally the second word gets more stress. For example, I got a job. Got is a verb, job is a noun. They're both content words, but job gets more stress because it's a second word. I got a new job. I got a job. I got a great job. Do me a favor. Do is important, but favor gets more stress because it comes at the end. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. See you later. What do we say? Do we say, see you later? Or do we say, see you later? Let's try a few more. Let's go for a walk. Walk is going to get the stress. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. Go gets some stress, but walk gets a lot more stress. Okay, one more sentence. Did you do your homework? Did you do your homework? Repeat after me. Did you do your homework? Let's compare two sentences now. Repeat after me. Did you get it? Did you get the job? If you notice, in the first sentence, I emphasized get, but I didn't emphasize it, because it is not a noun. It is a pronoun. In the second sentence, I said, did you get the job? Because job is a noun. So we reduce pronouns and we stress nouns. One more time. Did you get it? Did you get the job? Let's do a few more sentences like that. Did you see it? Did you see the film? Who stole it? Who stole my money? Who stole my money? Now we're going to add another element at the end of the word, a few other words actually. Listen carefully. Who stole the money from me? From is a preposition, so we don't stress it. It's not a content word. It's a function word. And me is a pronoun. From me. So both of those words are reduced. Listen again. Who stole the money from me? One more. I was washing the dishes. I was washing the dishes for her. He's fixing the car. He's fixing the car for them. He's fixing the car for them. Take a look at the screen now. First, you will have a chance to try to figure it out on your own, and then you will see another screen after that with words in capital letters, and the capital letters represent the words that you're supposed to stress. Let's look at the correct answers now, and let's hear the correct word stress. I just got a new job. I'm so excited about it. I couldn't find one for a long time. Let's repeat that again. I just got a new job. I'm so excited about it. I couldn't find one for a long time. Let's look at the answers now. I'm working at the store. I'm selling women's shoes. I started working there last week. Repeat. I'm working at the store. I'm selling women's shoes. I started working there last week. All right, let's look at the answers again. On the first day, I was really nervous. There was so much to learn. On the first day, I was really nervous. There was so much to learn. Remember, when you stress a word, make it louder and longer, and don't put too much melody in it. Don't sing it. Don't say, have a nice day, or don't say, it's nice to meet you. Just jump up. It's nice to meet you. Have a nice day. Keep practicing. Let's talk about what happens when we have a long sentence and when there are a lot of content words in one sentence. Let's learn how to divide the sentences into what we call thought groups. Look at our sentence again. I will be driving to the market to buy something to eat. We have 4 different content words, but we can say we have 2 different thought groups. One of them is, I was driving to the market. That's a unit that can go together. I was driving to the market. And the second unit, or the second thought group, can be this sentence, to buy something to eat. I was driving to the market to buy something to eat. When you break up the sentence into thought groups, you need to decide which word is the most important word of that particular thought group. That most important word is called a focus word. In this sentence, I will be driving to the market. Market is the focus word. Usually the focus word is towards the end of the thought group. I was driving to the market. And then you can pause to buy something to eat. And eat is your second focus word. So this sentence has two focus words. Sometimes a sentence can have three. For example, I was driving to the market to get something to eat because I was very hungry. Hungry can be the third focus word. If your sentences are long, it's very important to divide them. How do you divide them? Just use your instinct. It's kind of a natural place to pause. You wouldn't, for example, say, I will be driving to. You wouldn't pause here, right? You would say, I will be driving to the market. So it's kind of logical. You can also pause here if you want to. I will be driving to the market. Listen, I will be driving to the market, or I will be driving to the market. You have a little bit of a choice of where you need to pause and where you break up the thought group. It depends on you. It depends on how quickly you want to speak. The important thing to remember is when you have a thought group, emphasize one key word the most. Let's try another sentence like that. I was watching a movie with my friends when suddenly it began to rain. Obviously, that's a really long sentence. If you don't put any melody in that sentence, if you don't stress any words in that sentence, that's going to be a hard sentence to understand. So let's break it up. I was watching a movie. That's your first thought group. The focus word would be movie. Repeat after me. I was watching a movie. With my friends. With my friends could be another thought group. I was watching a movie with my friends. Or, if you want to speak a little faster, you can say, I was watching a movie with my friends. I would personally prefer to pause. I was watching a movie with my friends. When suddenly it started to rain. When suddenly it started to rain. Rain would be your focus word. When suddenly it started to rain. Listen again to the whole sentence. I was watching a movie with my friends when suddenly it started to rain. All right, this creates a very nice rhythm, a very nice melody, and it makes your speech much easier to understand. Let's practice another sentence. I was so tired that I couldn't wait to get home. I was so tired that I couldn't wait to get home. That's three thought groups, or two thought groups. I was so tired that I couldn't wait to get home. It's kind of up to you. I prefer the second one in this case. I was so tired that I couldn't wait to get home. Let's practice some sentences now. If I forget to pay my bill, please remind me about it. In that sentence, we have two focus words, bill and remind. Let's read the sentence again. If I forget to pay my bill, please remind me about it. He wants to know if you need anything from the supermarket. He wants to know if you need anything from the supermarket. Did you know it was snowing in all parts of the East Coast? Did you know it was snowing in all parts of the East Coast? This last sentence can have two thought groups or three thought groups. When we climbed to the top of the mountain, we could see the ocean. Or two thought groups. When we climbed to the top of the mountain, we could see the ocean. When you have a longer sentence with several thought groups, make sure you find the focus word and stress that one the most. And remember, Usually it's the last content word, usually a noun or a verb. Let's learn another rule about which words to stress. We will talk now about adjectives and nouns. Listen to this sentence. It's a hot day. Hot is an adjective, day is a noun. Which one sounds correct to you? It's a hot day or it's a hot day? Do we stress the adjective or do we stress the noun? In English, we stress the noun more. In a lot of languages, the adjective gets more stressed, and people say, it's a hot day. In English, we say, it's a hot day. You did a good job. I have blonde hair. So I don't say, I have blonde hair. I say, I have blonde hair. I'm wearing a black jacket. I'm wearing a black blouse and a black jacket. Listen to that rhythm of that sentence again. I'm wearing a black blouse and a black jacket. We emphasize the noun. That's a very important rule. If you say I'm wearing a black blouse and a black jacket, it sounds really strange to the people who are listening to you. It sounds like a foreign accent, and sometimes it may be difficult to understand, again, if you're speaking quickly. Let's practice some more. I have brown eyes. I have a nice job. I have an older brother. I went to a party and I had a good time. He has blue eyes. Take a minute now and describe some things about yourself, about your hair, about your eyes, about what you're wearing today. For example, I'm wearing black shoes. I'm wearing a gold ring. Describe yourself, emphasize the noun, not the adjective. If the adjective is alone, then we do stress it, of course. For example, he's tall. It's hot. That was good. But if we have a noun, then we say, he's a tall man. It's a hot day. That was a good job. Let's practice some more sentences now. That was fast. That was a fast flight. I have 5. I have $5. It's old. It's an older film. He's younger. He's my younger brother. That was great. I had a great time. I have an older brother and a younger sister. I have an older brother and a younger sister. She has brown hair and blue eyes. She has brown hair and blue eyes. That old lady has a little dog. That old lady has a little dog. My new car has 4 doors. My new car has 4 doors. I read a good book during the long flight. I read a good book during the long flight. What happens when we have 2 adjectives before a noun? For example, big black dog, angry old man, long hot shower. In that case, we emphasize the first adjective and the noun. Big black dog, angry old man, long hot shower. That's all there is to it. Keep practicing. Now we'll talk about how we stress compound nouns. Compound nouns are 2 words that represent one thing. For example, credit card. credit card. Two words representing one object, we stress the first word. Repeat after me, credit card. Also, say these two words as one word. Join them together. Don't say credit card, say credit card. Let's practice some compound nouns. For example, let's talk about the eyes. Eyelid. We say eyelid. Eyebrow. Eyebrow. Forehead. Forehead. Earring. Earring. How about hair? Let's think of some compound nouns that have the word hair in it. Hairstyle sounds like hairstyle. Hair color sounds like hair color. Hairbrush, hairbrush. Hair salon, hair salon.